Lake Nippanicket in Bridgewater is also known to the residences as the Nip. This beach was closed after many victims have drowned. Strangely, the water is only 3 feet deep, but so many have been sent to a watery grave. Mysterious phantom fires have been reported to be seen. So why the phenomena? Many believe it's because the Nip is surrounded by the Hockomock swamp. The Hockomock was a sacred burial place for the natives. So I'm hearing bullfrogs coming from the swamp. A little distracting. Oh, you smell that?
Yeah.
It's got like a musty smell.
Yeah. Musty smell could be.
Whatever it is, it's
Like
it smells fucking awful. So there's a path there,
Yep.
and the main path is here. This thing is fluctuating like crazy. Well, it was. There it goes. Yeah, right here on the spot.
Crazy.
The thermal camera, though, isn't reading any cold spots. Yeah, now we're at 74.4. Oh yeah, it just hit 73. There it goes.
Oh, shit.
It's going down fast.
Whatever it is, we're getting closer to it.
I could have sworn I just heard someone or something walking on these leaves as I started walking. Oh, it's a frog.
Is it?
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, little buddy.
15 minutes.
That's what I heard. So we're hearing something coming from down that path. So that's strange. As we started walking away, the temperature went back up. But down there, it's cooler.
Yeah, it's wet.
Now it's the same. So we're deeper and deeper into the Hockomock. And there is another pond in here. It's called Nunkit's Pond. Yeah, something like that.
Never heard of it.
It's a hidden little pond deep in these woods. I'm actually looking on my GPS right now. Nunkit's Pond. And for some reason, right in this spot is where I'm getting the feeling that eyes are on me. I don't know why.
I've been feeling that for about 50 feet, so.
Yep, someone had a fire.
Yeah?
And actually, you know what's weird? A lot of people say that they see these mysterious phantom fires coming from the other side of the lake. I wonder if it's people having an actual campfire.
It could be.
It very well could be. Ground's getting a little soft.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, here's the opening. Too bad the camera isn't really picking up on the lake, but it's beautiful, guys. It's very soft.
Yeah.
We're actually lighting a fire just to keep the mosquitoes away, and we're gonna use the REM pod over here. Is there anyone here among us? Can you step in front of that device? Anyone at all? My friend that's holding this loud device, his name is Paul. It's not going to hurt you, you don't have to be afraid. We just want to ask you some questions and we'll be able to hear you. Could you start off by telling us your name? Were you one of the colonial soldiers? Or were you from the Wampanoag tribe? We're having a nice fire. Will you come and join us? Maybe you could tell us your name?
How many others are out here with us tonight?
Are we in any kind of danger?
Can you tell me if this land is cursed? Are you a man or a female?
I'm sorry if you passed away from King Philip's War. If you see a white light, you should step into it. The war is over.
Is Chief Metacomet out here with us tonight?
Can we speak to the chief? We ain't getting nothing on that spirit box.
No. Down to 75.7, but that's about it.
Well, fire's going out, and we may have just added to this urban legend, especially if someone's on the other side of the lake and they see this fire.
Yeah. Let's hit the other trail and see how far around the lake it takes us.
All right. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, what the heck?
So out tonight with us, we have 2 EVP recorders. We're going to leave one down. We're going to go explore this whole trail. We'll come back and we'll retrieve the recorder. So Paul, you want to stick to the trail or do you want to go exploring in the creepy woods?
Explore.
Alright. So we're going to see how far in we can go. It's actually wide open in here too. So it's starting to get a little bit tight as we keep going in. Alright. Yeah, we're probably close to that little pond too. That's probably why the ground's getting soft. Yeah. Let me look on my GPS.
Oh, look at these webs, dude.
According to the GPS, if we went straight that way, we would end up at that little pond about half a mile. So we're just going to stand here in complete silence and see what we can capture on the digital recorder. Hear that?
Mm-hmm.
You're free to have any conversation you want with us. We'll be able to go back later and hear it. But we come in peace. We want you to know that. Could be just an animal. Oh, temperature's dropping on the REM pod. So since we're out in the middle of the Hockomock swamp, we're going to try tree knocking. Okay, so we are officially lost in the Hockomock swamp.
Like literally.
Literally, yeah. Well, we came this way because the brush is knocked down right here, but there's no fucking way out.
Is that okay?
No. Maybe we came around this way?
Yeah, I think so.
But why is the brush knocked down right there, as if we walked this way?
It might not have been so much. Might have been an animal.
According to my GPS, yeah, it's straight. And then we have to go this way. Oh yeah, we were here. I remember this log.
Yeah. Are we going the right way?
Yeah. So we are back out on the main trail, finally. So if I remember correctly, I left the EVP recorder up ahead over here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Right.
Right here, actually.
Yep.
Wow. 25 minutes we were in there.
Really?
Yeah. So according to my GPS, we are northwest of Lake Nipponicket. It's getting cooler over here too.
Yeah, it is.
Not that much change in temperature. Still 75 at the lowest. So we got a trail that goes this way or this way. Pick your poison.
That trail probably takes us to the lake because you can have the front.
Yep. And this one takes us to Nunket's Pond, the small pond. So I guess we'll go this way. So we're getting closer to that little pond because I hear the bullfrogs. And I don't see how Paul gets stuck in thorns.
Always. I'm the only one that gets stuck.
When I
in.
hover right over him.
Yeah. I don't like them. They don't like me.
So we came to a dead end. That's way too many thorns over there, even for me.
Oh. Went from all those thorns to nothing. Oh well. Back to the thorns again, I guess, right?
Good.
So far.
Look, Paul, it's almost like they're reaching out to grab you.
Yeah, they are friggin' dope.
Paul, did you just hear that? Oh,
Yep.
something splashing in the pond.
Did you catch it on camera?
Paul, that sounded awfully heavy, though.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't sound like no fucking bird. No, like the whole ground fucking shook.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
What the fuck was that? Holy shit. Because there's the swamp, which is a conductor for anything paranormal. Dude, something landed in that pond.
Yep.
And like shook the ground almost.
Yeah. I heard it and I felt it.
I felt it too. What the fuck was that? Came from over here. Because it came from the other side of this pond right here. You know what it could have been? Maybe a deer.
Walking through the wild?
I don't know. Alright, so we are north of Lake Nip. And I don't really know where to go from here. Seems like it's all swamp.
Yeah, I'm not going in there.
Oh, it's another trail. So somehow we got a little sidetracked. All the trails just loop around in one big horseshoe, then they fork off this way, that way. So we ended up back on the main path that's gonna pretty much take us back to the car.
Except for the time when we got lost in the woods.
Yeah. So that's the main trail we're on now. Well, this is a dead end. Well, this ain't the trail, but I mean, at least I know where we're at, going by the GPS. I have a question. Are you angry about the wampum belt being taken by Benjamin Church? Is this where you used to hunt and fish? So, Paul, the term Hockomock means place where spirits dwell.
Right.
So I'm wondering why this place, why it's so sacred. Why is this the place where spirits dwell? Oh, temperature's increasing on the rim, Paul.
How old was the wampum belt?
Who founded the wampum belt? Was it Chief Massasoit? If the wampum belt is returned, will the curse end? Can you tell us if this land is still cursed? Is there any spirits dwelling among us right now? I understand you were at peace before the English soldiers came over. There didn't have to be a war. The war is over. Would you consider ending this curse? Can you give us some kind of sign that you're here? Can you touch this device that's in my hand? If you're among us right now, are you bad or good? Are we in any danger?
Yeah, right?
He said yes.
We gotta get out of here.
Why are we in danger? You're not allowed to enter our bodies or follow us home, Paul.
What?
I could have sworn I just saw a light come from over there. It came from over there. Like a spook light. It was high in the trees, though. It's right after I asked if we were in any danger, and
Yeah.
a female said yes.
I heard that.
And then I saw the light coming from over there.
But it only flickered once and that was it.
Actually, it came from where that trail is that we have to exit out.
Did you hear that?
No.
Sound like voices over here.
Voices?
Coming from that path, but leading back out.
Let's check that out. As you said that, temperatures started to decrease.
Yeah.
So this is where you heard the voices, right?
Yeah, from this path.
And this is where I saw the spook light coming from in there.
Yeah.
Very strange.
I would say so.
So when you heard these voices, what did it sound like they were saying?
I couldn't make out what they were saying. I just heard voices.
It's probably the creepiest thing I've seen all night, that spook light.
I think that's the only thing we've seen all night.
Yeah.
And Blake, when you said that too, when you asked that question,
Yeah, when I asked, are we in any danger?
and someone came on and said yes, and then all of a sudden, you got that spook light. Maybe that was a warning.
Maybe, because I did ask, can you give us a sign? And
Yeah.
that's pretty much a sign right there.
Yeah.
So the term Hockomock means place where spirits dwell. And I definitely believe that spook light was some kind of orb. I know that this is a native burial ground. How old, no one really knows. But there's definitely some kind of... Did you hear that? That was a voice.
I heard it twice earlier. Now this one.
Is somebody behind me? Can you walk towards me? Those green dots won't hurt you. So it sounded like someone saying, yeah, as I was making a speech. So as I was saying, the term Hockomock means place where spirits dwell. This place was very sacred to the natives. It's their sacred native burial ground. How old it is, no one really knows, but when you're out in the Hockomock, you're definitely not alone. There's definitely a presence with you, as proven tonight. So, right as we got onto the main trail that goes around the lake, we captured on camera a blue face hovering above the trees that resembles the wizard from the movie The Wizard of Oz. And then it had evaporated into this bluish type of mist that looked like a jellyfish. And honestly, this jellyfish-shaped orb has been reported not just in the triangle, but all around. So the Hockomock served as a dual purpose, a place of hunting game for the natives, and as a sacred burial ground. The term Hockomock means place where spirits dwell, which sparked its name from the spirit of Hockomock, the chief of death and disease, who was composed of souls of the dead. This may have been the spirit of Hockomock watching over the swamp, but we can't be certain. And it seems that the temperature was fluctuating on the meter. It dropped from 76 to 73 degrees in that area, and we couldn't figure out why. That was until I reviewed the footage and saw what I saw. This thing is fluctuating like crazy. Yeah, right here in this spot. Yeah, now we're at 74.4. It just hit 73. There it goes. And we did hear someone or something walking behind us. It sounded like heavy footsteps. So we're hearing something coming from down that path. But after we walked away from that spot is when the temperature started to climb back up. So that's strange. As we started walking away, the temperature went back up. But down there, it's cooler. And let's not forget, I got the feeling of being watched. It seemed as if all eyes were on me. Yeah, for some reason, right in this spot is where I'm getting the feeling that eyes are on me. Now, there is a legend about mysterious phantom fires appearing then disappearing on the lake. And well, honestly, when we were in the woods, we had noticed that someone had lit a fire near the opening to the lake. So from far away, it could seem as if there's a fire on the water. And if a strong wind blows a branch blocking the person's view, now it will seem as if the fire had disappeared. Someone had a fire? Yeah. Now, we know that Chief Anawan had given the tribe's special wampum belt to Captain Benjamin Church in exchange for peace. Then later on, Chief Anawan was beheaded, marking this the end of King Philip's War. And well, it's been believed that until the tribe's special wampum belt is returned, that the land will remain cursed. Now, we had asked, if the wampum belt is returned, will the curse end? And a voice spoke out on the spirit box saying, "Want back." If the wampum belt is returned, will the curse end? Now, I had asked, are we in any danger? And a voice came through on the spirit box that said, yes. Are we in any danger?
Yeah, right?
It said yes. Right after is when I saw a strange spook light hovering in the trees that have been reported. It was small, but it wasn't a light bug because it was the size of a golf ball. And what's strange is, a week prior to that, Seneca was out there investigating and saw the same thing. You're not allowed to enter our bodies or follow us home, Paul. I could have sworn I just saw a light come from over there. It came from over there, like a spook light. It was high in the trees, though. And right after that, Paul said he heard voices coming from the path beyond the trees where I saw the strange light.
Did you hear that?
No.
Sounded like voices over here.
Voices?
Coming from that path, but leading back out.
Then further down the path, I also heard someone talk. It sounded like someone saying, yeah. Did you hear that? That was a voice. So it sounded like someone saying, yeah, as I was making a speech. So, we came to the conclusion that the land isn't cursed. It's more of a vortex, releasing all these anomalies due to all the blood spill that got soaked up after King Philip's War. And well, if this wampum belt is ever returned, it may release a positive energy, closing this vortex.